The book is really about fear and
Right.
overcoming fear, isn't
Right.
it? And I just keep thinking fear can be quite good. You know, I don't want to stop. I don't want to stop
Well,
myself doing silly things.
you can have a slight paranoia that helps you be aware of situations. And even in the 48 Laws of Power that Robert wrote, there's some things in there that you might feel like are evil. But you need to be aware of them because someone else's intentions might be very well what that law of power is. You know, so like when I got a chance to talk to him, we even brought it down to the perspective of a person that's in a staff meeting that won't, that's watching someone else raise their hand to answer a question that they know the answer to. And that means that person deserves to be ahead of you in life because your fear of being wrong at that point is not allowing you to create your value in the workspace.
You know, 50 has that same thing where once it ain't no love, it ain't no love. It ain't even no getting back right.
Because you look at it and you go, the first time that you have this issue, if I don't understand what your motivation was, why should I think I can fix it? Some people have this thing that like if from across the street, if the person looks at them and they feel like, oh, you think you're like this, or like they just have this perception of you. They can say, oh, she thinks she's cute. She comes in here with her hair like this. And you like, what? I just did my hair like that. I'm not even thinking like that. But if that's their perception of you, I go let that be their perception over there. And as long as it don't come close enough to me to make me uncomfortable, I'm fine with it. You know what I mean? But
I think the glorification questions, it's focusing on the wrong thing. It's missing the bigger picture entirely because, like you said, it's universal. As long as a human struggle exists, a story like this is going to be relatable and it's going to impact people regardless.
I look at, when they say that, it's because they're looking at me. You see what I'm saying? And I know what it is, so I look at it and I go, okay, I got that. But there's going to be people unhappy with the success that you have regardless. You know, they'll, without knowing who you are, individual could look and just judge you and say, I don't like that. He had that diamond goat on his neck. Why'd he put that there? You got to be a certain kind of person because he liked diamonds. All right? And then they could just assume that anything they would like to register negative, they can just register it negative. Some people, they have the trait of, like, let's say the person's across the street, they look at you, they don't like you from across the street. Some people feel the need to go across the street to say, why, I'm a good person. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I genuinely don't give a fuck about how those people feel about me across the street because they don't care about me. Is it okay for me not to care about people that don't care about me? I mean, like, simple things, like if you look and you go, if it would be entertaining for them to see me in crisis.
Right.
So if you saw that and you go, why would you care about a person who would like you to see you under the worst circumstances you could be under?
It's capitalism. So the energy drink is making money, but the idea is to help eradicate the hunger.
You
that
don't want to
saw.
deprogram people from wanting to be entrepreneurs or wanting to live life on the highest level, you know. And like, I respect it if a person wants that. If they don't, then I'm not sure I need to be in communications with them. Because you know, if the people that you actually associate yourself with, if they don't have the same kind of goals, in conversation you can be going in circles, so you're not growing.
yeah, Brian, I have a relationship with Robert Greene. He wrote the 48 Laws of Power. He wrote 30 Strategies of War. He wrote The Art of Seduction. I was just on with him like 2 days ago. We did it Zoom together. Right now, in The Art of Seduction, it has one of the laws, and I said the laws connect to hip hop culture. The short of the law connect to hip hop culture and urban life. They understand how relevant it is. The long portion of the law is when it becomes complex because it's where he takes the history buff in him, the historical part of it becomes why it's grounded in this one of the laws. Now look, they'll go when one of the laws say when you destroy completely.
Yep.
So it says to the neighborhood, it says don't shoot them, kill them.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you get into an altercation with them, and me and you, let's say hypothetically, me and you got into an argument. You said some shit I didn't like, right? And I go, oh, okay, well, fine. And I slap you. I feel this gratification because I slapped you at that. But I'm slapping you at the wrong time, Brian, because you got this situation going on at home. You got this other shit that's happening to you that I had nothing to do with, but it's part of why you behave the way you behave today. And because you on the edge of what's going on right now, you go home, you get the gun, and you come back and shoot the shit out of me because I slapped you. Now, that instant gratification that I felt because I slapped you is no longer has value, Brian. I wish I didn't slap you because you shot me, and this is why they understand that law is don't shoot him, kill him. But what does that mean? What it means in its purest form, the law means avoid altercations at all costs.
Right. Right.
It means if it's not worth killing them, don't even pursue it. So he stepped on your shoe. All right, yo, what's wrong with you? Say, pardon me, man. You step on my shit. You know what I'm saying? But don't push the situation further than you have to push it because he stepped on your shoe. See, once it's a violation, if I'm working for my stuff to keep my stuff nice, and you come over here and you step on my shit like it's nothing, like I'm nothing, and you step over, it's not the disrespect of the shoe that is creating the motivation. It's disrespect of me and who I am. Look, in the way I grew up, your identity, the original things that you start to embrace that become your identity are in your clothing. When they started the hustle, the first thing you saw change was the shoes, the sneakers, and their clothes around, because they could always pick. Every time we put something on in connection to clothing, we're making a statement.
Yeah.
Today, this statement that I'm making on this Zoom is I'm clean. This is why a white t-shirt will always be an option for someone that's from the ghetto. It says, my message is I'm clean. Not everybody here is clean. You see what I'm saying? So that's a big enough message to send to the people that are around you. And the other message is, oh, Balenciaga. Or the other message is Louis Vuitton or different fashionable brands that would say, I'm doing well. I'm living with the excess to the point that I can buy these things for myself, right? And those messages, man, it may add a difference in energy. There's a point where when we look good, we feel good. Emotionally, we feel good. So it's necessary to do it on some levels, but some of us indulge in it further than others, right? And for me, at this point, that I don't get so excited about it because I understand the production cost of it. The information changes it for me.
Right.
So I'm like, this is an $8 shirt that they're selling me for $89 because the name is on it. I'm 50 Cent. I'll make this shit cool. Somebody's gonna buy it because they see me with it on. So now tell them I said send it to me for free, or I'm not gonna wear it. You see what I'm saying?
It's funny.
All of it. I'm trying to hear what they're saying, especially like, or how they're changing, like how culturally things are changing. It's like when the whole street stuff, like if you said, look at the difference in What Up Gangsta, right now, it applies to how many different neighborhoods, how many different areas, how many different, it didn't exist in that time frame that I actually wrote it. Like it's grown ridiculously fast. You know what I'm saying? You look, and culturally, what they looked at, big, my influences were people that were living a better life.
Right.
They were making money, and it just was. The aspirational lifestyle that connects in hip hop culture and in youth culture. That is totally my journey. Like I want to live, not be someone new, but be better than in the position that I was in. And then when you look at like the kids now, their role models or the person that they look up to is putting the most work in.
Do you feel